There are many different theme park YouTubers in the community, with some sound like this.
You're watching theme park.
And some sound like this.
Hello, I am the...
But in today's video, I'm going to be ranking 30 major theme park content creators and seeing which one is the best. And quick disclaimer, if any of you are watching this, please don't take this seriously. It's just a joke. Don't get rage baited in the comments, please. Unless you want to boost my engagement, I don't mind that. But anyway, so if you do enjoy this video and just have a bit of a laugh, which is what this video is mainly about, then please do consider subscribing. We want to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So yeah, please help us out, and it's much appreciated. On with the video. So I'm over here on my tier list, and as you can see, some of them you cannot see because of the my face cam, but you know, we'll get to that. We'll move my camera over when we get to it. So yeah, first up we have my good friend Attractions Galore. Now he does make some great content. He does more like kind of smaller theme parks. I recently did a Breen theme park vlog. So yeah, he does really good content. So yeah, because he's my friend, he's going into S tier. But yeah, he does seriously make some great content, so do be sure to check his channel out. Now Arch Nemesis is next, obviously a good friend of the Jack Silkstone, which we'll get to later. But yeah, he used to do these if you do remember the Clamshell Awards, if you're an avid theme park enthusiast, you remember that the Clamshell Theme Park Awards hosted by Cupcakes and Coasters, which we'll get onto later as well. So yeah, he does make some great content and obviously is involved with the Jack's vlogs. So yeah, he goes into a solid B tier. Now Alton Towers fan page, I've included some random guys on here which you may not know. So yeah, Alton Towers fan page is a bit weird, not gonna lie, but you know, he does make some interesting content, to say the least. So yeah, I guess he'll just go in C tier. I guess I feel like putting anyone in D tier will like make them rage bait me in the comments and like start an argument or whatever. But you know, Ben and Holly's Little Adventures. No, it's not the TV show. That's a great TV show, by the way. Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, that great show. But in terms of theme park adventures, I would say they make some decent content. I don't really watch them much, as the case with many of these YouTubers, but you know, so I will put them into C tier as well. Like the ones, my other tier list, I don't rank them like in the tiers, I just kind of put them in the general tiers. Baker Street Coasters, I see him on TikTok lives a lot, which is a bit like every day he's just like sat in a tree or something, or in his room or whatever. But yeah, he is a solid guy. So he goes right up into B tier. Now Cupcakes and Coasters was the host of the Clamshell Awards. Doesn't do them anymore, sadly. As soon as I started doing YouTube and actually got popular with my channel, she stopped doing them, which is quite annoying, because I feel like I could have won something in there. But you know, it is what it is. She doesn't upload much anymore, which is why I'm going to put her in C tier. But yeah, she did make some good content. Now Coasterbot is up next. Now this is a great YouTuber. He does make some really good content. I saw him in the Hyperia queue once. He doesn't really upload often, but when he does upload, is like a proper kind of serious, in-depth kind of documentary on something. So he does make some really good content. Even though it doesn't quality over content. No, sorry, quality over quantity. Sometimes it's important, guys. I don't do that with my shorts, but you know, that is what it is. Yeah, he goes into A tier just because it's really kind of good content and he's able to inform people about kind of issues, along with Ultra Orion, but I'm not including American YouTubers in this because I feel like there'll be way too many to count, and I feel like because I have a UK audience, it's not really kind of practical to include like Coaster Studios and Ultra Orion and whatever. But Coaster Daddy's pretty decent. I don't watch him much, so I'll probably just stick him in B tier as well. Coaster Gems, this is kind of a joke entry because AI logos automatically go D tier. So yeah, next one, Coaster Tog. He does some really good stuff on TikTok, and like short form content is his like main kind of area. But it does make some really good content, and it's quite funny as well. So I'll probably stick him in A tier. Now Cal Vickers is also a good friend of Digital Daniel, which we'll get onto later, obviously. He does make some. I think I've watched like one or two of his videos. Not really an avid viewer of his, but yeah, I'll stick him in C tier. Now Dominic Gardner up next. He does make some really good content, but I would say that his main kind of primary source of growth and attention was during the Hyperia construction phase, because he was like on the site every single day, like getting updates and stuff. So I feel like because of that, he's automatically elevated to a B tier. I feel like otherwise he probably would be maybe C tier, but because of his excellent hyperia updates, like every single day, like going down to Monk's Walk and stuff like that, is automatically kind of a good source of information. Well, it was. Now obviously Digital Daniel will be going straight into S tier. He was just really funny. I started watching him in like 2023, I think. But yeah, he's just really funny. I feel like I don't watch him as much as I did, but I guess his audience can be a bit annoying. But he does make some really good content, quite funny as well. His growth has been quite. I think I subbed to him when he was like 28k, and now he's on like 150k. So yeah, well done to him. Not really much said. You all know who he is. Helix Seeker up next. Now he does. I don't know if it's he or whatever, but he does like quizzes and stuff on YouTube, which are quite good. I'll stick him in a solid B tier. And the Jack Silkstone is up next. Now he used to do some like really funny vlogs with like his crew, kind of Archie, Kieran, Lee, and that lot. He's kind of I feel like now he's kind of become a bit too corporate, and it's just like free advertising for Thought Park. Like, oh my god, guys, look at the launch pad. It's a new seating area. Oh my god, it's so good, guys. And I feel like some of his content is just a bit too not stale, but I don't know. Yeah, so I would put him in S tier, but because of his kind of change in style content to more kind of corporate stuff, it's knocked down to an A tier. Right. Off the Tracks now, though they're more of a podcast channel, so I can't really rate them based on their YouTube content. But from what I've heard, their kind of podcasts and stuff are really informational. So, because they are podcasts, I can't really put them any higher than C. But So Parks and Pints up next. Now they are another channel that haven't uploaded in many years, although they were part of Jack Silkstone and Archie Stevens' diss track. Which was quite good for the Clamshell Awards, as I've mentioned previously. They are very good as well. Although I feel like they last uploaded in like Halloween 2024, something like that. So I haven't uploaded in ages, which is why they're going straight into C tier. Now Q4 Coast is up next. Now she does although I feel like her crocodile was a bit annoying. I guess that's her whole gimmick, but I guess it's not really for everyone. Having like a crocodile as your main kind of, I guess, spokesperson character type thing. Not a bad YouTuber. I'll stick her into B tier. Right, now Ride Comparisons, as you all know, is going straight into the S tier. Now I feel like Ride Comparisons is one of those kind of, I don't know, hot and cold people. Like, some people think he's like the best and start screaming like apple pies and like 6, 7 and all that kind of Gen Alpha dross. But although some people kind of take his jokes kind of too seriously and start like saying he hates fat people and stuff like that, whereas like when they just like can't take a joke, obviously his jokes, they are not for everyone. His kind of content is quite, I wouldn't say edgy, but he definitely kind of tells things how it is. He doesn't like talk, he doesn't like hold back on anything. He says it how it is. Like he doesn't like restrict himself from like being hated by the parks. Like he's talked multiple times about how the parks kind of not hate him, but don't like him for his like criticism of the parks, which is why he isn't invited to Merlin kind of press nights, just like me, which obviously that's probably because of my age or whatever, but please do invite me one time to Merlin. Thank you very much. I love all your parks, definitely. I actually do, to be fair. But the point is, I feel like how he's kind of got this far, because obviously this is his full-time job. He only has 20k subscribers, but he kind of lives off his job, and so he has to kind of grind every day to kind of keep up his channel. And I feel like he does really good work of that. He has to stay in S tier just because of his pure kind of hard work and determination to kind of grow his channel and build his audience, which is clearly on show due to his kind of being mobbed around parks and like having kind of kids coming up to him and screaming apple pies and stuff. But that is just how it is with having like a following and whatever, but which is purely deserved. I mean, he does definitely target like younger audiences, but that doesn't mean like his quality as a YouTuber is less as a result. He still produces like quality content. He does like go to the money theme parks like most times a week. So, obviously he's been like out in Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, but he does make really good content. He does like often do Minecraft updates, and he used to do Paw Patrol updates a lot, and kind of just general updates like that. So that is why he deserves to go in S tier. Oh, now we have the beautiful channel of Resort Explorer up next. Now, this is the most obvious S tier we can all think of, we can all agree on. Now, there's just no words. He's the best YouTuber to ever exist. I have no words. Now, another YouTuber that we're going in the S tier is Wally Coaster, which is my good friend. We co-host the Roller Coaster Radio podcast together, which I haven't done in a long time. But let me know, let us know in the comments what you want to do for Roller Coaster Radio, because I feel like we've kind of run out of ideas and I feel like we just talked about Portland's Park all the time and stuff like that. So let us know if you have any ideas for what you want us to do. So yeah, he is S tier. Now, just a quick word on him. He's grown his channel a lot since the start of this year. He does very funny content. He goes to like fun fairs and stuff a lot, just like Attractions Galore did. But yeah, he's definitely grown as a channel a lot. So yeah, he's going in S tier. Now, Sam Costello is up next. Now, I feel like his content is a bit, I wouldn't say dry, but I guess I wouldn't say leeches off Dan, but I feel like he just kind of uses his kind of friend status of Dan to just kind of push his content out, which is fine. But I feel like if he wasn't known as like the friend of Dan, he would have like a much less kind of attention and stuff. So I feel like that's why he just goes in C. Now, Theme Parks and Attractions, which is another AI logo, so that's going straight into D tier. Theme Park Dash does some really good quizzes as well. So I feel like they have to go in, I would say, B tier maybe. Although I haven't watched many of them. So yeah, they will go in B tier, I guess. Theme Park Insanity, I don't really know, because they kind of bought subs. So I feel like that's just an automatic D tier for me. I know that they're buying subs kind of scandal and whatever wasn't actually proven, but it's very obvious that they did. So yeah, that is just an automatic D tier, because where's the integrity in that? Obviously, you can want to grow your channel, but you have to grow it organically. You can't just like buy loads of subs. That's just like a stupid thing to do. So yeah, now Theme Park Worldwide is up next. Now they go straight into S tier. I feel like Theme Park Worldwide is an interesting one, because obviously they go in S tier, but I feel like their content now has kind of shifted from having fun at theme parks to kind of being more informational. The main reason for that is obviously because of the birth of their child George. So I feel like they have to kind of cater to more younger, not younger, but kind of parents who are looking to take their child to like see Baby's Land and whatever, and like they're there to kind of explain like height restrictions and stuff like that, which they have mentioned in previous videos, like how they want to like inform people on how to like deal with having like a child at a theme park, which is great for them. I mean, they used to do. Obviously, Sean used to do vlogs with like loads of pedos and stuff, but moving on from that, then he started doing videos with only Charlotte, which meant that which was like the best, which is probably the best kind of vlogging content, which on like UK YouTuber level. And then obviously since George, they've had to kind of integrate him into the. And obviously, it'll be interesting to see how like he like goes into the fold as he grows up. But yeah, he's like Theme Park Worldwide is just like the standard for every theme park kind of UK YouTuber. They've just been around for so long, like 2011, I think it is. Yeah, it says on the logo 2011 or 2012, can't remember. But yeah, I feel like he's. Like him and Charlotte have really kind of grown together and kind of obviously got married and whatever, but yeah, they're still the main standard of every single theme park YouTuber. Like everyone aspires to be like Sean and Charlotte, like going to theme parks every day, like doing their job and whatever. But so yeah, up next is Thrill Riders. Now I feel like Thrill Riders is the same as Sam Costello. He kind of uses Dan as his platform to kind of push his content. But yeah, he does, although I guess he's less of a YouTuber, more like a photographer. because he has like a company called Marcostello Creative, where he basically like takes pictures for theme parks, and which is basically his business, which is really good to be fair. I've had a look at his website; it's really kind of informational and stuff. So yeah, for that reason, he goes into A tier because of it, and also he does like host the Field podcast with Daniel. I don't know if I said Daniel, I mean Dan. But yeah, UK Coast is up next. I don't know why I included him. He's not really relevant, but he does kind of a lot of a he built like Alton Towers and Planet Coaster, which is interesting, but I guess he just goes in C tier because I don't really watch much of him. UK Theme Parks is the penultimate YouTuber. Now I feel like they do like Valgard updates. They did like Valgard updates a lot, and also obviously doing Serpent's Curse as well. So yeah, they are really good for kind of updates on Portons Park, which obviously I'm guessing is the home park because that's the part they go to the most. But yeah, they're just a decent YouTuber. I know Adam has like a family or whatever, so he can't really has to like bear that in mind. But yeah, he does a really good job with kind of handling that and also like doing his channel and whatever. But yeah, so it's just really the good YouTuber. So he goes into A tier. And the final one is Your Experience Guide, also known as Pleasure Beach Experience. So obviously they are Blackpool locals. They went to like a Victor's or whatever, but yeah, they're just your solid kind of northern YouTuber. I haven't really watched much of them, but they do like decent vlogs. So yeah, I guess they just fill that spot in B tier. So yeah, there we go. So there we go, that was my ranking of every single major theme park YouTuber in the UK, along with some of my friends. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then please do subscribe, as I said before. Obviously, as I said before, this was just rage bait, not rage bait, but just kind of a bit of a fun. So don't get rage baited in the comments. Obviously, I said some serious stuff, but obviously most of it was just kind of a bit of fun. So yeah, if you did enjoy, then please do subscribe to the channel, and yeah, see you in the next one. Cheerio.